Hi, everybody. My name is Helen. It's another episode of the Fred Effect podcast. And today I'll be interviewing a very sweet lady. So I hope that you stick and stay around for us to learn about the study abroad process and all of the good things that you need to know. We will also be answering some of your questions regarding study abroad. So stick and stay around and let's have fun. Hey, Maya.
Hey girl.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. It's so good to have you on the podcast today.
Thank you for
Um,
having
I'm excited to learn all about
me.
how your process went.
Yeah,
Yeah, and all of the good stuff. I'm sure the people listening to us today are also interested in how your process went. And I
yeah,
always encourage people that if you can study abroad, please do it. Absolutely, it's worth it.
it
Um,
is. Yeah.
so I'm excited to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, let's kickstart. Can you briefly introduce yourself? What your name? What are you doing currently? What are your social media handles? Where do you live in the US? How long have you been here? Just tell us about
Okay. Well, my name is Maya Fichi. It's actually Mamiya, but kind of tweak it a little bit. So for
you.
social media, it is Maya Tichi across all platforms. I'm in Texas, Lubbock to be precise. I school at Texas Tech University, and I've been here close to like 2 years, close a little bit close to three, kind of. So yeah, that's me.
Tell us any fun fact about you, Maya.
Oh, I'm a jolly person. I love people. I'm very interactive, but sometimes I just want to be in my own bubble. So yeah, I'll say I'm a very social person.
That's fair. That's fair. We like sociable people. Um,
Thank you.
so to continue, what actually inspired you to study abroad? Let's just go right into it. What was the
Oh my,
inspiration?
yeah, my sister, my other
Okay.
sister. Yeah, she came to the US close to I think 6 years ago, and either no, not I think 5 or 6 years I think, and she was studying architecture, and she made some really good comments. We both went to KUST
Okay.
in Ghana,
Okay.
and I saw how her struggle was in school and all that. And then when she transferred here, she said it was quite easier, and then she could really like flow in her program. The pressure wasn't that much, and she could get help from colleagues and professors and all. I'm like, well, that's a very interesting way to study. I'll definitely want to do that. So yeah, she actually encouraged me to be here. She did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, that sister. I don't know her name, but
Oh,
thank
it's
you.
Stella. Thank
Thank you so
you.
much.
Mhm.
So did you apply to any other countries or were you just like bent on being in the US?
Oh no, I did apply to some schools in Canada
Okay.
and some schools in the UK, and I actually got accepted in those schools. But I mean, you definitely want to be where somebody you know is, so you kind of have life simple in a way. So yeah, I decided to be here.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you mind mentioning which of the universities you applied to and if the admissions, I mean, you just mentioned that you got admitted into all of the universities you applied to. Do you want to tell me if it came with funding or how the whole funding thing was for you?
Hmm. So I would say I wasn't really lucky with funding.
Okay.
With all the schools that I applied to, and trust me, I applied to a lot of schools. So if I'm to mention names, but I wasn't really lucky with funding. I did get some funding with some schools, but it wasn't as much as I wanted it to be. With the school I'm in currently, I didn't get any kind of funding or nothing. So me coming to the US was solely on my family and me. It didn't have anything to do with funding at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting because most times when
Mhm.
people get admission and then they don't get funding and they're going for visa interviews and you ask people who have been in the states who have gone
Yeah.
through the process before, they will definitely tell you that without
Don't do
funding
it.
you cannot get the visa. Like why are you even Right.
No, it's I think that was what I was told. I was told I wouldn't get the visa because I don't have any kind of funding and things, but then that's not how it is. I think you getting a visa solely depends on you and the kind of story you put out there. Because I see it to be you are trying to get somebody you don't know to give you something you really want. So how you actually convince them to give it to you is the best way to get it. So, yeah, I wouldn't say if you don't have if you don't have funding, don't come here. Definitely try, but yeah, it's worth it.
Wow.
Mhm.
Now I'm so interested.
Yeah,
We will get back into the visa interview and how that went later, but
definitely.
let's talk about application fees for the universities you applied to. Do you remember how much you spent? Do you, I mean, you said you applied to a lot of schools,
A
so
lot of schools,
I
yes,
can
but
imagine how much that costs you. Can you tell us a little bit about
girl,
application
I'm
fees? Or
telling
do
you.
you do the
It,
waiver? You know, some people do
mhm.
application fee waivers.
Yes, with I think two schools in the UK, I did actually contact the school and also some professors, so I was able to get some waiver fees. But most of the schools that I applied to that I did get admission to were schools that were not taking application fees then. But then when you get accepted, you have to pay some part of the fees before you do get everything you need to come in the country. Yeah, yeah.
There are schools who don't ask you for application fee until you are accepted.
Oh, yes, there are some schools like that. Definitely. There are some schools like that. There are not as many as the schools that actually take application fees, but then there are definitely some schools like that. And then there are some people that um when you get in contact with them in the schools, you are able to get some waiver fees to, waive the application fees and all that. But it all depends on you and the work you put in, like doing your research and also speaking out, like talking to people and finding out these information. So, yeah, but there are schools like that. Okay.
Wow, wow. That's very interesting. So I'm sure some people will say, "Oh, I don't have money for application fee. That's why I didn't." Maya is telling us that you can actually research and find schools that
Yes, you
will
can.
not ask you for application fee until you are
Mm-hmm.
admitted into the program. So
Definitely, yes.
no excuse. No excuse.
Mm-mm, no excuse at all. Yes.
That's very, very nice to know. That's so
Okay.
nice to know. So
Mm.
now let's go back to the interview. How did it
Okay.
go?
Oh, my interview was quite interesting.
Okay.
Um, I don't think I can remember what all that happened in details, but I do remember what happened in there. I remember I was in front of like five people, and I had just one person out of those five people get accepted, like they did get approved. Others were asked to leave and they got denied. But with mine, it was quite interesting. I got there, I had applied for a US visa before,
Okay.
2019, but COVID hit, so we couldn't get the advantage to go. So the questions they asked me was, what program was I going to do? Then it was interdisciplinary studies. So
Okay.
then I had to explain what it was. So yeah, it was very interesting. I would say it was. Do you want me to go into details what happened, like the whole story, or
Yes, especially because you were going
yeah,
without funding.
funding?
So
Okay,
I'm interested in what questions they asked about funding and how you explained yourself to convince them to give you the visa.
okay. So when I got there, they asked me what program I was going to do, and it was interdisciplinary. So I had to explain that it's actually um, a program where you are able to study two different majors and improve on it and kind of not stick to one of the traditional majors that people go for. And when it came to my funding, they knew I didn't have any form of scholarship. It was all family funds. They asked me if my dad, who was sponsoring me at that time, had ever sponsored somebody outside the country before. And I said yes. My sister, who was still in school, no, she had actually graduated and doing her OPT, but then she was still in the US. And to the people who tell other people that if you have a relative, a very close relative in the US, and you tell them, you go there, you lie and say you don't, please don't do it. Don't they wouldn't deny you if they don't have any reason to. Because with mine, I was truthful. I told them, yes, my sister is here, and my dad did sponsor her education, and they just gave me my visa. I didn't have to suffer or break a sweat or anything for it.
I am so glad you brought up the thing about lying about whether or not you have a
Uh,
close relative in the
yeah,
States, because
I
I've heard
do
that so
help.
many times. People will be like, "Hey, if you go and say that, they will deny your visa." You
Yes,
lie, they will. You lie, they can see it.
they can
I
see
don't
it.
know why people
They
don't
can
find
see
that they
it.
can see it.
When you fill your
Yes,
forms,
160, yeah.
you do have a place where you put your relative's name there. And this is America. Everything they do go in detail. They make sure they have everything intact. So if you lie, they are going to find out. So don't lie. There's no reason to lie
Thank you
at all.
for giving us that tip. That's a
You're
good tip,
welcome.
actually. So, do you remember how much it cost you, like, from coming into? So it means that you had to like actually depend on family funding for throughout the whole program, right? How much?
Kind of, yeah.
How much
Okay, so
was daddy like sending you money every week? Like,
okay. So life happens. And coming here, that was the plan. That was the dream, that he's going to help out. Da, 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 da. But life happened, and then I had to fend for myself. So, yeah, that's the other part of my story where I tell people you can actually make it. It's going to be hard, but you can make it if you are
mhm.
determined. Yeah. So, yeah, coming here, I think we spent over 5,000 US dollars to come here to get me settled and all that. It was quite expensive. And I did have, friends and families actually helping me out before I did come here. But then when I got here after 2, 3 months, the reality hit. The money was getting finished, and you actually had to, step up and do stuff for yourself. So then I had to turn to schoolwork, finding a job on campus, which wasn't really as easy as people make it seem because there are a lot of international students, a lot of people who want the work. So why do you think they should actually give you a job on campus? But in a way, you have to do these jobs, you have to do really good in school so you can get some scholarships and also how you actually interact with people, socialize and things. And people can actually, give you some grants and things. So, yeah, that's how I would say I did it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's that's some big determination right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Because to be a full-time student, a
Mm-hmm.
student worker,
Mm-hmm.
and still like acing both of them is no joke. So I'm
Mm-mm.
so proud of you. Let me just put that out there.
Thank
That
you.
I'm so
Thank you
proud of
so,
you
so,
for being
so
able to do that.
much. Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's so amazing. What's the hardest
Thank you.
part of the entire journey for you?
It, I'll say live. Let me put it in that manner because it's a lot. Because you did have plans, you actually planned everything, but then, life happens sometimes and then it doesn't go the way you want it to go. So you have to actually replan your whole life and take life as it comes. So it's really hard. It's really hard. There's been times I actually slept on the bench. Yes, because my boss left me. But you have to do it because you need to survive. You need to survive here in the US. So I'll just say life.
Wow. So do you think that it was the application process or the visa process or the traveling here that was the hardest part?
Um, I was lucky when it comes to the application process and the visa process because I got my visa from Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay.
So it was very straightforward. It was good. Um, my application process, I think 2 weeks after I applied, I did get an admission and it was, happiness in the house and everything. But coming here and being here was the hardest part. Is the hardest part. It still is the hardest part. But yeah, we still move.
When you say
Yeah.
coming here, that sends me to the next question eventually. That like,
Mhm.
is it what do you miss most about home? Is it mom and dad? Is it
Yes.
food? Is it community? Like what do you
I miss my parents so much. I miss them so, so, so much. I get homesick sometimes, but what actually eases the pain is, thank God, there's video calls, there's FaceTime, good. So sometimes you can just get in touch with them, but you sometimes need that touch of home, just being around them, feeling them, like talking to them face to face. That's the hardest, but you do get homesick a lot. Most international students face a lot of depression due to like loneliness and things. And yeah, I think I miss my parents the more. Yeah.
That's absolutely fair. I
I can see
I
it's relatable because
I totally understand you. I can't even
yes,
like there
I
are sometimes
know.
the calls and the FaceTime and everything just doesn't do justice to
No, and the time difference is horrible because sometimes you are awake, they are going to bed. Sometimes they are awake, you are going to bed, and you
right.
need a rest. And it's just hard, but you have to get through it. Yeah.
Right. And I think that you are acing it. So that's great.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you
now
so
let's
much.
go to the studying experience. You
Okay.
spoke about the application process. You said that you didn't have any funding, but you
Mm-mm.
you did go for the visa interview in Cote d'Ivoire. Do you think that
Yes.
that made a difference?
No.
It did not.
No,
Okay.
I don't think it did in any
Okay.
way because what I know is that they actually use the same system because if you don't qualify, you don't qualify. So it doesn't actually have to be in a different country for them to favor you or not. I don't believe that going to a different country would change their mind. Sometimes it does, according to your story, but personally, I don't think it's the major thing that changes their minds. No, it's
Okay.
how you
So during
present
the
your story.
application process, do you have to write any tests? People are like, you have to write GRE, you have to write this test,
I
you have to.
didn't do any of that. No GRE, no TOEFL, nothing. I didn't write none of that.
So
I
like your
just,
school didn't require. What about English proficiency? Did you have to
oh
like
yes, I had to submit that. So my university, Kenya University, actually had to print out the English proficiency like letter thing for me to submit to my school, and I took that to my visa interview too, even though they didn't look at it, but yeah. Yes.
um whenever we started this interview, you spoke about how research plays a big role in
Yes.
getting getting the right information and also like putting in the right application. What do you
Mhm.
think made your application stand out?
I would say I had to write an essay as to why they should admit me or why I should be admitted into the program. And I would say, as a human being as I am, I would say maybe that actually influenced them to choose me or not. I may not know the actual reason, but then I think the way you take your time to do everything. I would definitely say do everything by yourself, or maybe find somebody who can help you. Don't just leave everything to somebody else because if you want it, you should actually want it to get. So yeah, just take your time, do it because I don't know why I was accepted. It could be luck, it could be maybe my application, it could be, anything. But then I'll personally say that I think I did the right things and they thought I would be a good person or a good candidate to be here. So
Did your program require that you contacted professors or supervisors beforehand before you apply, or is it just like a straightforward program? You don't need to contact any professor. You don't need a supervisor before you even apply to the program. What was
well,
that?
I did need some references from my professors here, but I think it's good you contact people here just to know what they say, what they think. They can actually help you through the right path on what to do. Some professors, you contact them, they wouldn't even reply. Some do reply.
Hmm.
So you still have to do it. You still have to, contact people and just find some information, and all that before you apply, or even during your application process, because
Right.
that can actually let them know that you really want it and you
Right.
really want to be here and you could be considered for that. Yeah.
Right. That's so true. I tell people every time that when you're applying to a school here, reach
Hmm.
out
Reach out, yeah.
reach out to
Hmm.
the admissions and recruitment coordinator, reach out to professors who research
Yeah.
interests you, reach out to people, even if you are not required, even if it's not a requirement, because some schools have the requirement that you need to like be in contact with the professor who
Yeah.
will take you on as their
Hmm.
supervisee whenever you come. But some schools
Yeah.
don't require that. Whether
No.
or not that is required,
Do
reach
it.
out,
Reach
because
out.
your name in their brain is very, very
It's
important during
the best, honestly.
the process. Very important
People
because
don't know that these professors can actually help you get a scholarship. They can. You don't know where your blessings are going to come from, so reach out. Don't just sit somewhere and then think that maybe after you get the admission, that's it. No, reach out. Do it.
and whenever we say reaching out, it's just by sending a simple email. Okay.
Girl.
So on the website, the school that you're trying to apply to, go on their
Yeah.
website,
Hmm.
look for the professors that are there. You see it at the
Hmm.
faculty and staff place. Look for the professor.
Yes.
Check, there's always their email is always on the website. Check,
It's
send
right
them an
there.
email. Hey, my name is this. I am an international student from this. I'm interested
Hmm.
in your research. I'm interested in
Yeah.
your program. Here are my credentials. Do you have any information that you think I need to know? Simple stuff like
Very
that.
simple.
And
Very
you
simple stuff.
some great scholarships can land you some great relationships that you have
True.
no idea existed until you actually have access to it. So I
Yeah.
think that people should absolutely reach out.
Reach
Apart
out.
from the essay that you said you wrote, what are the some of the other documents that were required for your application?
Oh, I did need some reference from my professors, as I said earlier. But with mine, you do put the email of your professor, what he does, where he is, and then they will send him a direct link for them to, put in your reference letter. So you don't see what they write about you, but yeah, that's how my school does it. I don't know of
Okay.
other schools, but yeah, that's those are the things I had to do. So that and then a proof of, graduation that you actually did your bachelor's because I was doing a master's program.
Mhm.
And yeah, those are the things that I used.
Were there any other requirements that you thought that you didn't have at the time, or did you think that you had all of the documents that were required?
I think I did have all the documents that were required because
Okay.
the part that says I should submit either a GRE or a TOEFL, it also had the part of the proof of English proficiency. So I did submit that, and then I was good to go. So it
Okay.
was just options for me. Yeah.
Nice. Now let's come to the fun stuff. What is it like living in the US as an international student?
Oh, it's. I think you already know.
No, this is
It's
not about me. This is about the people.
girl.
It's
Oh God, it's
the
the
tough.
hardest thing ever because even though you may see the destination, the road there is very rocky. It's very tricky, and if you're not careful, you can land yourself in a lot of trouble. There are lots of things you can't do, but you need to survive, and I think that's the craziest thing. Being an international student, it's one of the hardest things ever. You have to be, I'll say, just learn to survive. I don't know how to put it. You just have to learn to survive because with me not having any form of funding or nothing, you just have to learn to survive. You just have to try to do it, budgeting, um, taking up opportunities, not visiting, but kind of like socializing with people that you don't know, trying to, create that connection, that whole thing with people that you might think that they can help you in a way, maybe job wise or other aspects, but being an international student is one of the hardest things ever, ever, ever.
You keep mentioning that it's hard. Do you
It
think that
is.
it's worth it?
It is.
It's hard,
It's
but
a
it's worth it.
hard.
Like, I
It's
say,
hard.
I can show you, but do it.
It is hard, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Sometimes you might feel like give it up. Don't do it. Just keep pushing. It's hard, but it's going to make sense one day. It's definitely going to make sense. It's going to your results are going to show. It's going to actually take you some places. So don't just say that maybe because I am saying it is hard, you wouldn't want to come. Come. The way things are going for me, that might not be the way things will go for you. Maybe it will go a different way. You wouldn't have to suffer for nothing. You'd actually get it well, but just know that being an international student is hard with our laws, especially in the US and the restrictions and all that. It is really hard. But yeah.
um, as somebody who did not have any form of funding at all,
Mhm.
what do you think about affordability of life here?
Um, that's where budgeting comes in because when you work on campus, you don't earn as much as somebody working outside campus will earn. And you actually have to plan your life because personally, I have fees to pay, living expenses to cover. So, and groceries and all that, you have to take care of it. So, you really have to budget. And also, you have to make use of every opportunity on campus that you can get because they do have food banks, they do have, some monies they can give you to sustain and all that. You do have to take the opportunity to get all those things. You don't have to just sit down and say you are suffering, so you're just sitting there waiting for God to come and help you. It doesn't work that way. You actually have to, that's where researching actually comes in. Because if you don't research and find out some of the opportunities around you that can actually help you, then you are going to suffer. So
You keep talking about research, and you just mentioned some resources on campus. How did you
uh
learn about those resources, like the food banks, the funding, the little money that they can give? Like, how did you learn about all of those resources?
talking to people, honestly, talking to people help a lot, especially where you work. If you you don't have to be embarrassed about your situation. You actually have to speak up and speak out. And there's somebody somewhere who'd say, "Oh, you should try this. Oh, you should go in there and get this. This people can help you, or maybe this or that." There are people who actually have the information. So if you keep to yourself, you wouldn't know. You actually have to put yourself out there, ask questions, do your own research online, go to your school website, find out some of the support systems they have for students, and then yeah, just those things can actually help you a lot.
That's good. That's very good.
Oh,
Let's
and
talk
one
about.
more thing, learn skills, not learn to practice, because as an international student, you cannot, do anything illegal, but just learn them because you don't know who you would meet that would actually like some of the things you do that would want to help you in that sense. So yeah, just also, in as much as you are asking people for help in school and all that, sit down and learn some skills for yourself and try to improve on your own self in a way. Yeah.
The skills are very, very important.
Very, very, very important.
I the amount of DIYs I do now, you have no idea.
You have no idea. You
You
have
have
no
to learn how to
idea.
learn things for yourself. It's
Yeah.
just because sometimes when you say, "Oh, let me get somebody to do it for me," the
Hmm.
cost
Mind
and the
you,
that
uh,
they will ask you to
uh,
pay, that could be
it's
your whole rent.
crazy. It's crazy. It's
Learn how to
crazy.
do a lot of things for yourself. It will help you
True.
so much.
Hmm.
Let's talk about the academic culture in the US compared to KNUST. How
Hmm.
different is that?
I would say here it's more flexible because if you are being taught something in class and you don't really understand, you can actually reach out to your professors without being insulted or without being told to go and learn them yourself. but they're actually professors who are willing to help you. And yeah, so I'll say it's very flexible here. And sometimes if you do miss your dates, your submission dates, they can actually do something about it. Like they are actually here to help. They are willing to help. It's not a job to them. It's something that they actually want to do. So they definitely want to help you. But in Ghana, I kind of saw it as it's their job in a way, like it's a job, not like a passion. I'm not saying in all schools, but then that's my experience with Ghana. But yeah, definitely here they are willing to help, very flexible.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's
Yeah.
the flexibility, the
Mm-hmm.
access for me to the professors because they are willing to see you succeed.
Succeed.
So
Yes.
it's not like, oh, the own name shade, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that.
I
Yeah.
support you to succeed. So
Uh-huh.
that's definitely a big difference. Apart from the academics, what other like cultural shocks have you seen around? Not when it comes to school, but like the other side of life.
If you're not careful, from what I've learned in America, if you're not careful, you would start living a carefree life and start doing things that doesn't go contrary to your morals back at home. And yeah, you find yourself wanting because especially in Texas here, yeah, people don't really care about you like that. And there are some cases of racism and all that, people actually making you feel like you don't belong. And it's different from Ghana because in Ghana we are very loving people. We are very hospitable and all that. But here it's tricky in a way. But yeah, I think the cultural shock and the food, everything here is fatty, sugary, except you want the adults. So yeah, in Ghana you'd actually have your local dishes that you love it. I stay in Lubbock. I don't even know if anybody has heard of it before because when they say Texas, people are expecting Austin,
Houston,
Dallas, Houston,
Dallas.
yeah. But I say small, very small city called Lubbock, and the only African food you can get here from the Cameroonian side. And sometimes you just miss, the home touch and some foods and all that. But I think those are the cultural shocks I've seen so far. Apart from that, I think everything is actually normal. Depending on where you used to stay in Ghana, because you see them doing some things and you're like, oh yeah, back home they'll definitely do it. So yeah.
Interesting. What's something you wish you knew before you applied?
I wish I would have been told a true story or like how it is to stay in the US. I wish I
Okay.
wouldn't have been told the butterflies and the flowers and the nice parts. I wish somebody had actually told me how difficult it is to be here, especially as an international student, because you always have your survival mode on. You don't know who will try to hurt you or who will try to do something to jeopardize what you have, and it's scary. Every day, you kind of have to put your armor on, be on survival mode all the time. And I wish somebody would have told me those things, before I applied or before I decided to come here. Because thinking back, I would say, oh, I wish I had saved more, or maybe I wish I had taken my time and then, come at a different time. But God's ways are always unpredictable. So I'll just say I'm really glad to be here. It's definitely worth it. But if genuinely you know that it is going to be hard being here, think about it again. Come, but think about the time that you want to come. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. That's such good
Yeah.
advice. That's such
Yeah.
good advice. Are you thinking
Mhm.
of like after your degree? Are you thinking of doing OPT? Are you thinking of going back home? Because I know that some people are here to just get that degree and go back. They're not
Yeah.
here to stay, or like they're not trying to stay here at all.
Mhm.
So what's the plan? Are you thinking of getting an OPT after, or what are you thinking?
Well, I'll say this before I answer your question. if you are a student here, you should have two plans because it might not go the way you want it to go. So after school, definitely doing the OPT. If I do get a job here, definitely I'll take it. But if it doesn't happen that way, there is something amazing I want to do back home, and I'll definitely go back home and do it. So yeah,
That's
it's just
beautiful.
two
That's
different plans.
beautiful. That's one thing like that because some people are like it's either I stay here or nothing. Like I'm not
Yeah,
planning to, and I
have
always
that option to go back because if you do stay here and you no longer like your visa isn't active anymore, mind you, every day it's like you are running away. It's like you're trying to hide from something. So just plan for both sides. If it happens this way, amazing, I'm taking it. If it doesn't, this is what I want to do back home. This is what I'm saving towards. This is what I want to do. So don't just plan your life in one direction. Have different options.
okay. So you before we even started, you told me about starting in interdisciplinary studies, and then
Mhm.
now you are into like interior. Tell me about that transition. What informed that decision?
So I came here with interdisciplinary studies, and I realized that it's going to be hard trying to get a job. In school, you are going to learn everything theoretical that you need to learn. Perfect. But then the work life or the world out there is totally different from what is being taught in school. And if you are not careful and you go that route that you came in with, you might not find anybody who is willing to test out your skills because you might have amazing skills, but not everybody would want to take that risk of actually putting you there. So I decided to move to a particular major that I love, that I want to venture into, that is very easy to, showcase my skills out there to the job market and all that. So yeah, I decided to just transition and go in one direction instead of two different directions.
Okay, so now the current direction is interior, but I don't want to mess it
Design.
up. Tell
It's
us.
okay. Interior design, yes.
Interior design. What's that
Yeah.
about?
Oh, it's actually designing your space,
Okay.
basically. Yeah, designing your space to make sure that you are healthy mentally, physically, and psychologically. So basically, that's the whole thing.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, so yeah.
Amazing. I think that that's a very interesting degree to have because
Yeah.
you can explore a lot of different things. I love
Yeah.
interior designers. I'm not very like
Good with designing.
so I'm not I don't have that good eyes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm always very happy to see people who like are just naturally drawn to that aspect
Yeah.
of school and that aspect of job and
Mhm.
work life. That's amazing. What's one advice you would give to other international students who are hoping to, start the study abroad process, come study here? What one advice would you give to them?
Oh, do it. It's definitely worth it. It is worth it, but just really think about it. Really think about it and plan because things are changing. We are having different things happening every single day, and I'm just saying, think about it because you might not know who you come to meet and what has changed or what is not favorable to you anymore. So just really think about it. Plan, don't plan just one way. Do it two different ways, just as I always do, and then try and find out. And don't just stay in one particular country. Don't just think that if I don't get this country, that is it. Explore, be all around. You don't know where you are going to be accepted and where you're actually going to show off your wings and be, prosperous and all that. So just think about it, plan, and then make that move. It's definitely worth it.
Maya says it's worth it to have
It
plan
is.
B. He said, don't concentrate
Uh-huh.
on only your plan A. Have
No, even if you can have plan A, B, C, do it. Plan. Plan.
Thank you so much, Maya. It's been
Thank
such
you
an
too.
informative 40 minutes.
Thank you.
I want you to tell us about your social media. Do you do anything on your social media? Like, do you create content, things like that? How can people reach
Yes.
questions about interior
Well,
design, things like that? Let us
On
know.
my TikTok, I used to create a lot of content, but now I'm kind of like on the break, but definitely will come back. I do have some WhatsApp groups where I do help people with their mock sections for their interviews. So if you should reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, I'll definitely help you out with it. Um, on Instagram, it's just me and my life. So I was a content creator, but now things are on the low, and I'll definitely get back up. Definitely.
I
I just have
totally
to
understand.
graduate
Sometimes
before, so
creating content is not easy. Oh. Creating content
sister,
and staying consistent is not easy. I always
it's
drop my heart
hard.
for those who post every single day.
Every single day, it's crazy because you have
How are
to
you like?
take
How
the
are you able to find?
videos. You have to make sure you get the right angles. You have to edit. You have to post. It's crazy, but yeah, we'll definitely get there.
Not cut out for that. I can't remember the last time I posted something related to grad school. I
Yeah,
was doing well until the last few months to graduation.
that's the
Oh,
hard part.
I
That's
was
definitely the hard
tested
part.
and
When
tried.
uh,
Okay,
if
like I
it's
was
the
always
beginning,
busy.
the
Always.
beginning of your stay here in the US, oh, you definitely have content to create. But when you are inside the school, going to every semester and things, nah, it will, you no, you definitely
It's
want to focus.
yeah, it's
Mm,
serious. It's that
it's hard.
serious. So not so much on the content creators, guys.
Yeah,
It's not
oh,
easy.
go ahead, do your thing. If it's easy for you, just do it. But some of us, we can't do it. So,
Great
yeah.
advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, love.
Do we have any questions in the comments that we can answer a few questions and then we call today a day? If we have any questions, we'd like to go ahead with that. Okay, Doris says very insightful. Thank you so much, Doris.
Thank you.
Wow, she said Yakubu said I am proud you are alumni of KNUST. So me that I'm
Thank you,
not
thank
alumni
you,
of
thank you, thank you.
KNUST, I don't take it.
Why you know?
Premium University. Me that was
No, there are only two universities in Ghana. KUSC and the rest.
sorry,
It's
but
very
that's you know
simple.
that's not true. Let's not do that here. You know that's Elijah said very educative. Thank you so much, Elijah,
Thank
for
you.
saying
Thank you
that.
so much.
Let us know if you have any questions. Feel free. Texas in the building. There you go. I was in Texas recently and I loved it. It was amazing.
Oh, everything is bigger in Texas, so.
You said, how can we contact her, please? She said, can you go over that again?
Oh yes, you can. On my Instagram, it's Maya Techi. You can definitely reach out to me there, or maybe on TikTok, still Maya Techi. You can reach out to me there.
So reach out to Maya, says Maya Techi. Just type Maya Techi and then you can get in contact with her. Jacob says, learn to survive.
It's
That
very important.
I do that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, very, very, very important.
You're right.
Hmm.
Thank you, Jacob. Okay, thank you everybody for tuning in today. We learned so much about Maya and her grad school journey. One of the things I took from it is the fact that don't let the people, the naysayers who say, "Oh, if you don't have funding, don't even go for the visa interview." Don't let them scare you. Try,
Mm-mm.
give it a
Yeah.
try, and make sure that you research. You're not just
Hmm.
going in without research. So make sure that you do your research so you know what you are going in for and the
Yeah.
timing and all of that good stuff. Maya had some really good advice today. Thank you so much, Maya. And till we come
Thank you.
your way next week with another The Fred Effect podcast. Make sure that you're chasing your goals. And if your goal is to come study abroad, make sure that you're doing that. You can book an appointment with a Fred Effect to consult with one of the team members regarding your study abroad journey and where you are in the journey. And if you need any help, just reach out to the Fred Effect on any of the socials, or that's the link. Fred just dropped the link. Just reach out to him there and he will connect you with one of the team members and will help you go ahead with your study abroad journey. If you're also at the stage where you are going for the visa interview and you need former visa officers to consult with you and tell you how to prepare very well for your visa interview, you can contact Argo Visa, and that's the link that Fred just dropped. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And till we come your way next week, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.